Why wasn't I in this film?
Well, we both know that's because you were stuck inside of a shadow realm because you were defeated by children!
Shut up, Starscream. At least I'm not Shockwave's assistant. Or Predaking Snack.
Hey, you got a point there. I thought my performance was pretty good in it. You know, the part where I spoke dialogue. No, you don't remember that? Because I wasn't in the film! This sucks! Oh, well, at least I'm in the sequels. Wait, aren't I? I don't remember. Am I? You gotta be kidding me! You don't know? Ah, whatever. I'm out of here. Starscream, wait! What? There's leaked footage of you for the sequel. Eddie, let me see it!
My scream! Not a
Oh, you gotta be kidding me! Wait, what's that microphone? It's pretty... Hey, why are you speaking? Why do I have to talk with the microphone down? So we can recreate the audio effect from the movie? That sucks! Anyways, I thought it was pretty okay. I'm out of here. I honestly thought my performance was pretty okay. I mean, would have been better if I actually had more character in the film other than the one that's clearly gonna change sides at some point. I mean, come on. I may be evil villain in the movie, but I clearly look like I need to switch sides. Am I the only one? I agree. You shared a lot of my personalities. Get out of here, Dinobot. This isn't about you. This is about me. Anyways, I think that's it for this. I'm out of here. I thought I had an okay job in the movie. I mean, G1 version of me being used is okay, but I think this version of me is much better. Wouldn't you agree, Hollywood? Now this is the scourge everyone wants to see. No? Fuck off. Is this gonna be a reoccurring theme of you Terracons walking off my set? I mean, Destructicons? So, why are there two of you here? Because I'm here to give emotional support for my friend over here. Yes, for, kind of being the main villain slash star, I guess, this movie. I mean, my name is in the title. I didn't really do that much of a notability. All I said was Destructicons, which, by the way, is a stupid name. It's Terracons for a reason. Or Heralds. Anyways. But other than that, I was pretty okay in the film, honestly. You know, the idea of us being anti-primes is pretty cool, even though some people think that's stupid. I mean, come on, Unicron is the opposite of Primus. Of course he would create his own, henchmen to rival the Primes. I mean, the Primes were like tiny gods, pretty much. Besides, it just meant that we were really overpowered, although, to be honest, that weapon that was shot on me in the film should have done damage to me. That was just stupid. Anyways, yeah. This film, though, sucked in my opinion. First, I become a side villain in TF Megs, then he dies, then I die, and now this! What the fuck is next? Anyways, let's go, Galvs. Yeah. Are you serious with the walking off screen again? Scooby Lassie, why am I here? Because you're a TF Prime figure? Makes sense. Well, I think my absence from the film was okay. I wasn't in the original, nor was I going to be planned. Well, actually, I lied. Of course I lied. I was planned for the Season 4 villain. But no, instead they canceled it because of budget cuts. Damn you, budget cuts! I'm angry! Well, since my sister, Arachnid, isn't here, it looks like I have to be here. Anyways, as if I'm happy that I'm gonna be in the sequel, I guess. My sister isn't so happy that she is in it, though, because she feels like with the direction that they went with other characters, they're gonna ruin her character. Personally, I don't care about what my sister thinks. But hey, at least I'm in a fan film finally. Why aren't we fully on screen? It's because we're too small and too big. At least you're mostly on screen. Only a shoulder of mine. Look, there I am. Anyways,
I can't wait to be in the sequel. I know I was only in the post-credit scene and I'm really tiny right now, but trust me, I'm going to be a really big role in the movie. I'm going to combine into Abominus. I mean, isn't that exciting?
I guess more Predacons are good. As for me, I wish I had dialogue and this camera wasn't only on my crotch. Now, I've heard a lot of things, and people saying that this show is worse than RID and all that nonsense. But listen here, this movie didn't ruin my catchphrase by saying it every episode I was in. That was so annoying in the original. I mean, can you believe it? I mean, saying I needed that is so annoying after a while. I didn't get paid enough to say that line every episode. Ratchet, don't you feel at least a little bad that you brought back Optimus? I mean, that was a big problem RID did. Listen here, you stupid human. Did we get past the intro without Prime being already basically brought back? No, we made it past the intro. RID didn't even get past the intro before bringing them back. We made it halfway through. I was just talking about bringing them back. You don't see that, RID. You see them bringing them back. 100%. They're so stupid. That post-credit scene without dialogue was most illogical. Wheeljack, are you gonna comment on how in one scene there was two of you duplicated into each other? Animation is hard to do? But no, seriously, how did that get past them? I mean, this film was being worked on for so long, and they didn't even notice that I was duplicated in one shot? And, like, Bulkhead was also? What the fudge? What the heck? What am I doing here? I'm not in the film. Well, you're the closest I got to a smoke screen. Anyways, are you gonna comment on how your pal Hot Rod was making very, very suggestive comments to your colleague RC? He's a bit of a, what's the word? Pent up? Is that what you guys say it? Yeah. Yeah, he's a bit pumped up, you know, being forced onto a ship. The only other person he's around is another dude, you know. He gets that. Whoa, okay, man, calm down. We don't need to get this video too serious. Oh, so, yeah, can I go? Sure, I guess. Good. Wait, I do have one more question. What now? What do you have to possibly ask me? Another question about how my friend is really hot? No. Blue streak. Calm down. I'm Silver Streak! Same difference. Anyways, is it true that you got over your feelings for RC, that you clearly had some in Prime? No, not even slightly. Bruticus, we could barely fit you all the way on screen. And why do you have a golden chain? Because Bruticus is hip like that with the kids these days. You know, these young bots are hip, dog. You're trying too hard to be like Earth culture from like 10 years ago. I know, Bruticus is very confused. Anyways, what do you want to ask? Are you asking Bruticus or all 5 components? Because Bruticus is not decombining for individual questions. Are you able to talk like your individual characters? Mostly, but only Onslaught. Ah, perfect, because he's the one I'm here for. Onslaught, are you going to comment on your suggestive tones towards RC in the film? There was a lot of that now, I'm realizing. Like, this is the second character now. She's hot. Did I say something wrong? Yes, you did. Oh, Bruticus isn't sorry. I could tell. So, Magnus, what do you think? I need to get this stated, right here and right now. You'll make a film with me and Optimus. You know, some of the most, freedom is right of all sentient beings people. You know that, right? And you get a racist to voice us! How do you make a fuck up like that? That's like holding that's like if they made a Star Wars film and they had what's his name, the green dude, Yoda? They had him voiced by Jack the Ripper or something. You're learning Earth culture, aren't you? Yes, I'm trying to. Isn't he relevant these days? Kind of, I guess. Yeah, exactly. That's the equivalent. Okay, well, it's not that far, man. It's not that far. At least the voice actor didn't murder anyone. Hey, you don't know that? He could be hardened more than you think. There is more than meets the eye. to some people. You should really keep an eye out. Anyways, I am done with this film. This film sucked. How could you put this in a bad light for me? First I don't get the Matrix in the movie, now this. What's next? What's next? My next voice actor is a mass serial killer? Bzz, 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 bzz. Nah, just joking. Anyways, I wasn't ruined too bad, but that's just because I wasn't in this film that much, honestly. Thank goodness. If I was in this film more, I probably would have gotten ruined. I mean, losing my voice box for all 3 seasons sucked already. But imagine I was, like, ruined even further than I was in some universes. Come on. Anyways, that's my review of the film. I was treated okay. Knockout and breakdown. I'm surprised you're here. He is here because we don't have a bulkhead. Yeah, so I'm just here. Plus, I'm here for emotional support for Knockout over here. He doesn't feel too happy with this film. Thanks, babe. Anyways, how do I feel? Becoming a good guy, getting blue eyes. What could be worse? Yeah, I understand. So I don't want to punch Bulkhead in the face so badly. He had barely any screen time in this film. I mean, he gets to outlive me? Can he at least have more screen time? Oh well, at least unlike RAD, they didn't make his face even uglier than it already is. Touche. Plus, I didn't like that I was captured yet. I mean, that was so stupid. I mean, me being a damsel in distress by getting caught by that fembot? I mean, what are the odds? And I still need to get my paint buffed from what that buffoon Scourge did to me. He's a little too cranky right now. Anyways, we're gonna turn the cameras off on him. No, I still have more to rant about my character. I'm glad I died before this film came out, because that would have sucked. RC, we've been waiting for this moment. How do you feel about this film? And how do you feel that your colleagues Springtrap or whatever his name is and Hot Rod aren't here? Honestly, I'm sad that Springer isn't here. He was the best romance option I had in this film. As for Hot Rod, good. The better, the better. Anyways, how do I feel about how I was treated in this film? The sexual tones were way too high in this film. Way too high. It was not this bad in Prime. It was just every now and again where questionable shots would show up and all that stuff. But I feel like I was over-sexualized in this film and harassed a lot. Even Onslaught made a comment to me. Onslaught, of all the dudes, come on. But, honestly, I think I was okay. Voice acting could have been done better if it wasn't filmed 10 years ago and still used. But there's worse things, at least. I'm just glad I didn't die in this film. But I don't know how I feel about being in the sequels. Do I hate the voice actor I was chosen? No, I do not. Everyone has the right to have their own opinions. It's just a matter of can they not leave people alone. And he has beliefs that are of the darker path. For freedom is the right of all sentient beings, but I am willing to forgive and forget like the Creator tried. Unfortunately, some are too far gone and too dark in the dark, like some I know, to be forgiven. But there is a chance. But for the sake of those out there, I will not voice my opinions on that anymore. As for the film, it wasn't terrible. It was a passion project, and I watched it, and I liked it. For I am glad that someone was willing to step up and try to do something that the creators of Hasbro tried doing years ago. I am very glad that they were able to finish it, even though it took 10 years, and they never replaced any of the voice actors that should have been replaced. Or got new lines years later, instead of keeping the old ones, or frankly rendering it. But alas. As for what I think of this film, my final thoughts. The film is an 8.11 out of 10. It's not the best, but it's not quite the worst film I have seen. Nor is it the worst thing to come out of the franchise, for there are darker things made by the official creators. Kiss Players to be won and RAD 2015. Oh, you have been waiting for my review of the film. I do not like this film. I was treated horribly. My arc I was given at the end of the last film, the official film, was completely retconned into me becoming a villain again. It is a 0 out of 10. No, a 0 out of 4,000,000,000. Anyways, now I'm gonna talk as the creator because I'm basically his OC for the channel. What are my final thoughts on the film? What are they? All the characters here share a very similar opinion to mine. They all share elements of how I feel about this film. Well, most. Those who were actually asked about the film and didn't just talk about their characters, or the fact that they were voiced by a racist voice actor, or sexually harassed, or written terribly, or any of that other stuff. But if I had to be honest, I think the film is a 6 out of 10. Yes, I know that is very controversial. Some people think it's a 0 out of 10, and absolute dog shit. Which it is on the lower bar of the TF fan films I've seen. Trust me, there are much better ones out there. But I think we should try to separate some things of it. Do I fully hate it? No. Do I fully love it? No. But I am willing to give it a chance. I am willing to, well... it's hard to find words for this. I'm trying to do this as I think along. I'm trying to really think on my final thoughts of the film. It's not the worst, but it's not the best. I know I'm trailing off a bit and I'm saying the same stuff, but it's really all I could say. It's not the worst, it's not the best, it's not the absolute abomination of fan films, nor is it the golden gem that is some, like Finest Hour, or Transformers, you get it, other fan films that are out there. As for my final words, I give the creator, if he does see this review, try to do better. Try. I know you have your beliefs, and I know you want to see the best in some people, but sometimes you have to let someone go that is too far, and too much on the darker side, because it only makes you look worse. Much worse. Especially if you aren't as bad as some people think you are. Anyways, ciao. See you later in the next review. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I'll review a few more films as I see them. But for now, this is Galvatron's Revenge review, and I give it 6 stars.